Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. It is 7 o'clock on this Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Nalepa. First, we turn you to an early warning weather alert. Things are looking good right now, but unfortunately, conditions aren't going to stick around for the holidays. When are things going to change? Here's the man with the answer.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Things are going to start to change tomorrow during the day. It's dry, but by about 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, we're going to start to see some rain developing, and it's going to get particularly heavy overnight through Friday morning. There is a flood watch already in effect for Litchfield, subject to change. I'm waiting for more counties to be added to this flood watch, and a high wind watch in effect for everybody shaded in the beige there. We're expecting gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour across the state late Thursday through Friday morning, so that is cause for concern. All right, so this is the December 24th through the 25th storm. Flooding concerns are a possibility. You've got temperatures on Friday morning between 55 and 60 degrees. There's going to be a lot of melting snow out there. There's already 1 to 2 inches of liquid in that snow, so we're going to have to deal with that. And then heavy rain, 1 to 2 plus inches of rain. We're going to have to deal with that as well. So it's like an equivalent of 4 to 5 inch rainstorm here. Winds that are going to be gusting in excess of 60 plus miles an hour. That means power outages, downed trees are a possibility. It's just going to be a mess. All right, boy, is it beautiful out there. Look at this painting. Wow. In Waterbury. Isn't that absolutely spectacular? So maybe a little bit of ice out there this morning on the entrance and exit ramps. Just be careful driving around. But for the most part, we're doing pretty good. Beautiful skyline in New Haven as well. All right, let's take you to the temperature trend. I think this is actually a little bit too low. I think we're actually going to be moving into the low to mid 40s during the day today with partly to mostly sunny skies. Temperatures along the shoreline also in the low to mid 40s. So again, these numbers just a little bit low. Now, 21 is the typical overnight low. We're doing pretty good out there. We've got 21 for you in Danbury, but 23 in Salisbury, 25 in Torrington. Then you jump to Willimantic, it's 30. That's good. 32 in Chester. Now, there is a bit of a breeze, anywhere from 7 to 14 miles an hour, and that'll add a little bit to the chill, but not too bad. Grab the coat. You're going to need it this morning, but by later this afternoon, with temperatures in the low to mid 40s, you might be able to trade it in for a lighter jacket. Satellite and radar confirms we've got not a whole lot going on out there, so that's good news. But according to early warning futurecast, tomorrow's weather today, it does start to deteriorate by tomorrow afternoon. Let's run the clock down. Today we're good. They just ran the clock down through 5 p.m. Midnight tonight, we start to see a little bit of an increase in clouds. Tomorrow is mostly cloudy with some scattered showers. And then this is around 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll pick it up at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Here comes the rain. It rains very heavily overnight, Thursday into Friday morning, Christmas Day morning. Here it is, absolutely pouring at 5 a.m. This is Christmas morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Very heavy rain, could even be some lightning and thunder. And then that starts to wind down. It's a quick moving system, so it should be gone by about noon on Friday, which would be good news. And there could even be some snow showers around Friday evening through Saturday morning, the results of some colder air moving in, much colder air. Here's what we're thinking in terms of rainfall, anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain expected to fall in the state. And let's take a look at the winds gusting. This is tomorrow at 9 at night. Those winds are howling, and they continue to howl all night. I mean, we're talking about the possibility of 60 plus miles an hour. And then by Friday late morning, things start to gradually wind down. We still have some gusts to talk about, but they do start to gradually wind down. All right, so impacts: poor drainage, river flooding, river flooding, basement flooding, power outages, dense fog. Not a good forecast. Today, partly sunny, a light wind, and then your 7-day forecast, early warning weather alert for tomorrow night through Friday morning. And then the weekend looks much better with partly to mostly sunny skies, but much colder weather by Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a check of your early warning forecast. Be careful out there this weekend. Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. Moving on now to the coronavirus in Connecticut. The state's positivity rate is now at 6.67%. We also know there have been 27 more deaths in the past 24 hours, and hospitalizations are up by 16. And for the 5th time this year, the U.S. reported more than 3,000 deaths in just one day due to the coronavirus. More than 3,200 deaths were reported yesterday. And this comes as the CDC says the U.S. will record over 3 million deaths in 2020, making it the deadliest year in our country's history. COVID-19 is being blamed for at least 322,000 right now. And experts say the toll will continue to rise for weeks, despite the availability of 2 coronavirus vaccines. And now, speaking of vaccines, we turn you to the latest on that. So people between ages 65 and 74 will have to wait a little longer now to get the COVID-19 vaccine. New guidance just came down from the CDC as frontline workers are getting their first shots right now. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Caitlin Nicole has more on when they're expecting to get another shipment of vaccines today.
Connecticut hospitals are on their way to protecting their frontline workers. The Trinity Health of New England system, which includes St. Francis Hospital, received an additional shipment of 975 doses of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine and is waiting for 5,500 doses of the Moderna vaccine, specifically designated for its Connecticut hospitals this week. Healthcare workers are part of Phase 1A, the first group to be protected. For Phase 1B, here's who's up next: first responders, teachers, childcare workers, food and agricultural employees, correctional staff, public transit, postal workers, grocery store staff, manufacturing workers, and those 75 and older.
I think you're going to find that by the end of January, we hope to have all the 1A people vaccinated, not once, but twice, if the supply chain holds up. And I'm looking at Josh to get some confirmation, but I think you'll start seeing the 1B people, by the end of January get their first shot.
Caitlin Nicole, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
A new warning about a COVID-related scam. Law enforcement says the biggest sign that you may be falling for a scam is when the person is asking you for money for the vaccine. The FBI says they've already received complaints of scammers trying to get money and personal info from people by using the COVID-19 vaccine as their bait.
The potential is there for people to try to make you believe that they have access to the vaccine, that they have access to getting it for you sooner or quicker, or putting you at the head of the line.
The FBI says other signs include marketers offering to sell or ship the vaccine for payment and claims of FDA approval for a vaccine that can't be verified. Today is the big day for Connecticut's education commissioner, who will be announced as President-elect Joe Biden's newest cabinet member. And it's a proud moment for the city of Meriden, where Dr. Miguel Cardona spent 10 years as the principal at Hanover Elementary. He has been leading our state through the pandemic. And now Dr. Cardona will continue the challenge for the entire country when he serves as U.S. Education Secretary.
Meriden's loss was the state of Connecticut's gain. Today, the state of Connecticut's loss is our nation's gain. And this is a big win for the country.
The president-elect said Cardona will make sure that every student is equipped to thrive and that every educator has the resources they need to do their jobs. Reaction has been coming in from all over the state since news of this nomination. Governor Lamont said, quote, "We are sad to lose Miguel, but this is a remarkable opportunity for him and his family. We've always felt Miguel was a sort of best-kept secret, and now the entire country will understand why," unquote. Those are some of your top headlines on this Wednesday morning, 2 days before Christmas. Remember to keep that Channel 3 app handy because of the early warning weather alert we're following for you. Remember the wind gusts Scott was talking about and possible flooding. So keep a close eye on that. Make sure you're prepared for what's to come. And we hope you have a great holiday and a great day. Stay healthy and stay positive.